Hello friends, I am Professor Rajendra Koranne from my YouTube channel Teach Easy. Today in this video, we will continue with the MCQ series. In this video, we will discuss about the MCQs on topic of direct and bending stresses, which is from the subject theory of structure. This topic is also applicable to strength of material. Let us start now. Question number 1. Due to an axial load acting on the member, dash 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 are induced. A. Bending stresses. B. Direct stresses. C. Both direct and bending stresses. And D. None of the above. Now in this question, the load given on the member is axial load, and due to axial load, we know that only axial stresses, which are also known as direct stresses, are induced. Hence, the correct answer is B. Direct stresses. Question number 2. Due to an eccentric load acting on a member, dash 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 are induced. A. Bending stresses. B. Direct stresses. C. Both direct and bending stresses. And D. None of the above. Now in this question, the load acting is eccentric. Due to eccentricity, movement will be induced. Therefore, in this case, direct stresses are induced as well as bending stresses are also induced. Hence, the answer is C. Both direct and bending stresses. Question number 3. Which of the following structures are subjected to both direct and bending stresses? A. Tall chimney. B. Dam. C. Retaining wall. And D. All the above. Now here, tall chimney is subjected to direct stress due to self-weight, bending stress due to wind pressure. Dam is subjected to direct stresses due to self-weight, bending stresses due to water pressure. Retaining wall is also subjected to direct and bending stresses. Therefore, the correct answer in this case is D. All the above. Question number 4. For an eccentrically loaded member, the direct stress is 4 MPa tensile and the bending stress is 3 MPa, tensile on a face nearer to load and compressive on a face away from the load. The maximum resultant stress is A. 7 MPa compressive, B. 7 MPa tensile, C. 1 MPa compressive, and D. 1 MPa tensile. Now the maximum resultant stress is the summation of direct stress and bending stress. Now the nature of maximum resultant stress is same as the direct stress. Therefore in this case the answer is 4 plus 3, that is 7, and nature tensile. Hence the answer is B. 7 MPa tensile. Question number 5. For an eccentrically loaded member, the direct stress is 20 MPa and the bending stress is 25 MPa. The maximum and minimum resultant stresses are. Now in this case, this is similar to the previous one. Direct stress is given 20 MPa, bending stress is given 25 MPa. So maximum stress will be summation of the two, that is 20 plus 25. Now it is not needed to see other things because the first option A is 55 and 20, B is 20 and 25. Both these options are not correct. Third one is 45 MPa and minus 5 MPa, and D is none of the above. So 20 plus 25 is 45. So here you need not think of option A, B and D. The only correct answer is option C, that is 45 MPa and minus 5 MPa. Here minus 5 is because of the fact that bending stress is greater than direct stress. As it is minus, its nature will be opposite to the nature of maximum stress. Question number 6. For an eccentrically loaded column, the nature of minimum resultant stress sigma minimum depends on A. Nature of load, B. Magnitude of direct stress, C. Magnitude of both direct stress and bending stress, and D. Magnitude of bending stress. Now you know that the minimum resultant stress is sigma 0 minus sigma b, that is direct stress minus bending stress. Therefore, it will definitely depend upon, the nature will definitely depend upon magnitude of both direct and bending stresses. Hence, the correct answer is C, magnitude of both direct stress and bending stress. Question number 7. For an eccentrically loaded column, the condition for no tension at base is A. Direct stress is greater than or equal to bending stress. B. Direct stress is less than bending stress. C. Direct stress is greater than bending stress. D. Direct stress is equal to bending stress. Now, for condition of no tension at base means resultant stress should be at of same nature throughout. Now here you have to think it that option A and option D are very nearer to the answer, but which is the correct option? Because in A, direct stress is greater than or equal to bending stress, and in D, direct stress is equal to bending stress. Now the condition is asked which should be applicable for all the circumstances. Hence, in this case, when direct stress is greater than or equal to bending stress, nature of resultant stress will be same throughout. And therefore, the correct answer is A, direct stress is greater than or equal to bending stress. Now, if the same question is slightly changed like this, for an eccentrically loaded column, the limiting condition for no tension at base, limiting condition, then the answer will change to D, that is direct stress is equal to bending stress. So this is how you have to think of the question properly and options given properly. Okay, many a times number of options are matching, so you have to select the best matching one. Question number 8. For a square column of side for 50 mm loaded eccentrically, the critical or limiting eccentricity will be A. 75 mm, B. 150 mm, C. 90 mm, and D. 100 mm. Now limiting eccentricity for a square column will be side of the column divided by 6, B by 6 or D by 6. For square, B and D are same, so it will be 450 by 6, which comes out to be 75 mm. Hence the correct answer is A, 75 mm. Question number 9. The core of a circular section of diameter D is concentric circle of diameter. Now to find out the core, option A is D by 8, B is D by 4, C is D by 2, D is none of the above. The core is the portion around the centroid which is calculated from limiting eccentricity, and limiting eccentricity is calculated by equating direct stress and bending stress. For a circle, it will be a concentric circle. Here it is confusing of diameter or radius. If it is a diameter, then the diameter will be D by 4. Hence the correct answer is B, D by 4. Question number 10. The core of a circular column of diameter 100 mm is a concentric circle of A 50 mm, B 100 mm, C 25 mm, and D 150 mm. This is exactly similar to the previous one. Here diameter is given, so concentric circle of diameter means 100 divided by 4, that is C 25 mm is the correct answer. Question number 11. The core of a circular section of diameter D is concentric circle of radius A d by 8, B d by 4, C d by 2 and D none of the above. In the previous question, we saw the concentric circle of diameter d by 4. Here it is radius. Radius is half the diameter. So half of d by 4 is d by 8. Hence, the correct answer is A, d by 8. Question number 12. The centrally located portion on the cross section of a column within which the load must act so as to produce only compressive stresses is called A. Kernel of the section, B. Heart of cross section, C. Core of the section, and D. A and C both. Now, such a portion around the centroid within which if the load is applied, the resultant stress will be same nature throughout is known as core of the section or kernel of the section. So here the correct answer is D, A and C both. Question number 13. A middle third rule is applicable for A. Rectangular cross section, B. Square cross section, C. Circular cross section, D. A and B both. Now middle third rule is applicable for rectangular and square is also a type of rectangle, hence it is applicable for rectangular and square, hence the correct answer is D, A and B both. Thank you.